Talking about his tailbone.
Hello, we're back. I made a few Negronis for a few jabronis.
Ooh, I'm glad it went that way and not a different way.
Are you saying that
What other way could it possibly?
I don't know. Pass.
Okay.
And star.
And we're continuing on supposedly the last level, I think, unless somebody lied to us last stream.
It's
I don't
pronounced supposedly.
What did I say?
Supposedly?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Supposedly.
It's a Simpsons joke.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the difference between what you said and what I said. So.
Supposedly versus supposably.
Okay. That's impossible.
Exactly.
You once again find yourself... Oh, yeah, I can have the webcam on for this part. You once again find yourself sitting inside Bozeman's office. Everything is pristine and orderly, just how the fastidious man likes it, though it's rare for him to be late. The door opens behind you just as you start to imagine the reasons why. There's 13 of them. Winston, you're already here. Good. Well, I'll keep this brief. We both know that your dedication to this role is somewhat lacking. You know that you've been here almost 6 years, and in that time... He checks some notes on his desk. This doesn't seem like a great start. You have a problem following simple and clear instructions. A prime example of this is that you played disrupt propaganda tape a few years back. We're still feeling the consequences of that today. He frowns and shakes his head. His heed.
Sonic says there's 4 more levels, but also Sonic's is an inveterate liar.
Also, whenever Sonic uses a smiley face, they're definitely lying. Well, you knew that one would probably keep coming back to bite you. Your involvement, whether or not it could be proved in the disrupt attack, has not been overlooked. That night cost Channel 1 significantly financially and to our reputation. This is almost as bad as settling for Dominion for $760-something million.
That's decent. Dominion was probably okay with that.
I'm not okay with that because I would have loved to see Tucker and Hannity on the stand.
Here's the thing, though. That was never going to happen.
And even if
Fox News would have paid
if they
twice
needed
as much
to pay $1.5 billion, they'd have paid that.
Yeah.
Like anything to not do that.
That would have literally...
$70 trillion paid.
You know, in my mind, I think that would have destroyed their network. But then I think about it one more second, and I'm like, Republicans wouldn't give a shit.
Are you kidding me?
They'd be like, they tell me what I want to hear.
And they wouldn't say anything. They just wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
But like,
They'd
it's,
plead
like
the
stuff
fifth
is
every
like
time.
stuff has come out like.
The text and everything. Yeah, they don't see that on their news anyway.
I guess not, but like Tucker's like, hey, Tucker like. Text messages and emails from Tucker saying, "Hey, like, can we stop lying about Trump and voting machines soon?" And like that affected him zero.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. They can literally
There's
do no
people
wrong.
living in separate realities.
Yeah, should they
or
have? They get their own internet.
No, they go, well, that's bad, but I'd imagine that every Democrat is doing it twice as bad.
That's true. They're worse. And also, like...
So then you just accept that everyone's awful or something.
Sure. And, like, Trump got the vaccine and was a proponent of the vaccine. So how do Trump anti-vaxxers wrap their heads around that? Or they don't.
That's why they're on Newsmax now.
Newsmax.
And DeSantis, although that's not going to last. Anyway, you better believe if I had a shred of evidence, well, we'd certainly not be talking now. You gulp. Gulp. Your general attitude leaves much to be desired. Never willing to go above and beyond for the role, to work the extra hours when required, refusal to attend corporate events and functions. These things are all noticed, you know. Is he ever going to let that go? I love how my character's internal monologue is not British.
Yes.
It shows there's a little bit of good in everybody.
Well, yeah, British people, like, everybody thinks in the correct accent.
Yeah.
But then a bunch of people just do dumb performative accents.
It's like
when
Tourette's.
They're speaking out loud. It's like Tourette's.
Yeah. In the Halo TV series,
Yeah.
they changed Dr. Halsey, who is the character that Cortana is based off of. They changed her to be British.
Okay.
But then they got the original voice actor for Cortana. And so they explained the difference in
Love
her
it.
appearance, in change in appearance and accent from the Halsey by her saying when she started up, "I've made my appearance more suitable and pleasing to you." AKA just saying,
British accents are annoying.
Are bad.
And I'm going to
some
not talk
proper
in a British accent now, and she's uglier. Like, that's essentially what they were saying in the Halo TV show. Like,
That's very funny.
they just said they went an extra fancy way of saying British people sound annoying, and we're not going to do that, which is very funny to me.
Look, Winston, I'm going to be bright.
English.
Speak English.
I don't like you. If I had my way, you'd have been out the door long ago. But now we're under public ownership. It's much harder to get rid of you without an official grievance. And so far, you've managed to skate just under the line. But now I want you to know I'm watching for you to slip up. Now get back to your arc.
You know what? Here's my, what's the word?
Penis.
Political awakening.
Oh, okay.
No, here's my, I'm going to update my perspective.
Okay.
And I'm going to say,
You're evolving?
if I lived in the UK, I'd probably be as, like, anti-government libertarian as the guy that made this game, too.
Sure.
If I had to get a license for my TV,
Yeah.
I'd probably...
That's fair.
All of my art would probably also look like this. I would also probably be more against big government than big corporation if
That's
I lived
true.
in the UK.
You got to consider all the factors leading into something and don't just blanket say like, oh, this guy's a weird libertarian. This guy's a weird libertarian correctly because of the country he lives in.
in the wrong country.
Yeah, they've got a they've got a lot of CCTV too. That's been going on for like,
A lot.
long time.
Yeah, they kind of pioneered it actually.
Well, at least you know how
We
he
always
really
talk
feels.
about East Germany. You know?
East Germany's sick. Now that's a country.
I
I think-
prefer East Taiwan.
I'm more of an East Palestine guy. I think once you get into the multiple thousands of days, you can start keeping track in years.
Yeah, tell us
How
the
many
years.
years would that be?
7.
thought you were an expert math.
7!
I think it's less
Kevin!
than 7.
I
but
think it's slightly more than
six.
7.
It's late. It's been snowing all day, and unlike everybody else, you've stayed inside as much as possible, keeping warm. Normally, you'd enjoy the snow, but today it's been nothing more than an irritant. Still,
It is
tomorrow
less
you've
than
got the
six.
day off, and it
Six.
might
It's
actually
more
and
than
you
six.
and might
Six-
be able
six and three
actually be
quarters.
able to enjoy it. Sam always used to get excited when they saw the snow. When they were younger, they'd always wrap the kids up and take them out to play in it. There won't be any more family days like that now, though.
I also wrap up
Something
kids and
about
take
the
them
Dark
places.
Nights and the Dark Knight Rises always makes you feel melancholy at this
Oh,
time
both?
of year.
I think it's less than 6.5.
I think it's less than 8.5.
It's both. It's both less than 6.5 and less than 8.5. Also less than everything more than
More.
6.5.
Interesting.
Set alone in your
How could it
apartment,
be
you
in
can't
those
help but
two
wonder if
states
things might have been different.
simultaneously?
Is there a world where you're still a happy family, or was it inevitable that you'd end up here? Were you always going to end up alone, or did you push them all away? I don't like the sentence starting with the word "or," but okay. With these thoughts whirling round your head, should there not be an apostrophe? Round? I guess round is its own word, but I don't think that if you're gonna round your head, maybe it's a Britishism.
No,
No, it should be
technically
around
it's
your
short
head.
for around. So yeah, I would apostrophize that.
You decide to get an early night. Things always seem better after a good night's sleep.
Give me that 7 years. Nope, not even close.
A time for reflection.
Uh-oh, you're dead.
It's been over
now
13 years since your
13
dad
years.
died. Synecdoche, you visited his grave a few times since then. Normally during times of stress or when you... Another or? Look at those. Or when you're trying to figure something out. Or when you just want to find some peace and quiet. Today is no different. In the past, you'd have come here with Sam. It always seemed to make things easier when they were by your side. No longer. The caw of a raven catches your attention as it flies away.
Caw-caw!
Charlie was only 8 when his grandfather died. He didn't really appreciate how big the loss was at the time, but as he got older, you did your best to pass on what your dad taught you. But now he's all grown up. He's actually starting to teach you, which is strange, but in the nicest way.
Lots of non-sentence starters.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
I actually do that a lot in text. I find myself starting a lot of sentences with and but.
I mean,
Because it sounds conversational.
extending the previous sentence.
If
You
you're
finished it, but then
chatting
you were
with
like,
someone,
nah, I'm reconsidering that end of the sentence.
Yeah.
if you're chatting with someone through text or internet,
Yeah.
all bets are off. You get to be poetic about it. It's all about
I'm
how
very poetic.
It's all about how you think it sounds, not about what's grammatically correct. When you're doing a game,
I'm trying to.
think it should
No,
be
I
grammatically
agree.
correct.
I'm trying to sound the same way I talk when I do that.
yeah.
Isn't it still all
Autistic.
about how it sounds in
Hold
the
on.
game?
Adam snuck in a dig while other people were
You
talking.
think there's something wrong with being autistic? How dare you?
I didn't say that. I just said it was a dig.
Did you like what I found?
Yeah.
No. Susie, despite everything she's been through, is still a rock for the rest of you. She'll be a great mother to the twins. They couldn't have found a more loving home. There have been a lot of arguments over the years, but you wouldn't change a thing. You're still amazed at how far your daughter has come. She's one of the best things in your life. Since your and Sam's divorce, you've not really spoken much, but not that it's a great loss. You always seem to be butting heads about something or other, and you're certainly not sorry to see the back of Chris. But that's family. You got to take the good with the bad. Taking your mother to the transition center was a difficult decision, maybe
I
the
can't
hardest
wait to
of your
take my
life.
mom there.
You're still not sure if it was the right one, but she's definitely not suffering any longer. At least she had your dad. At least she and your dad are together now. Whatever happens next, it'd be nice to have her here with you, though. You turn away and wander in the direction of the car. You can't control life, what happens, who lives, and who dies. All you can do is keep going and see what gets thrown at you next. What is life, if not a series of little decisions that define us? Life. And we'll never know which ones would take us one way and which would bring us here. Am I following the story? No. I'm reading it. There's a difference.
Yeah. You can't do both. You have to make a choice. I think we're pushing
I think we're over
7 years.
I think we're over 7 now.
21 and 20.
Almost
Yeah,
ripe enough
we're
for
there.
scoots.
We're over 7. What?
Hmm?
I don't like these little asides you're having.
How about some asides?
You can have a couple of asides as a treat.
Okay.
7 years.
Right. Let's try and get through this one with as little pain as possible, eh, Winston? I know Advance
7 years
of
of Scoot.
fall into disrepair.
That's
It's all gone
more
wrong
than
since they
enough
took over.
years to be a scoot.
Not that the alternative
I
would be
wouldn't
better.
recommend more.
We'd have been stuck with something like the dangerous psychopaths at Disrupt. But the show must go on. One more time, anyway. Quick point before you start. We've had a few problems with the machinery lately.
Uh-oh. They're going to goof me.
Oh no.
Whoa, have we seen what's on at 6:30?
Sparks and the like. Try not to make things any worse.
Don't mind if I do.
Don't forget, you've got free reign of the SFX buttons these days. Make sure to use
Yeah.
them whenever I would deem appropriate.
Free reign.
Ellen's back.
No, come on, seriously. Not even a cake.
Get some little F.
Okay. No worries.
And the lils are multiplying.
So the effects buttons are what? The
For last year.
crowd laughter? Hopefully.
Yeah.
Because I would love to just control that. I wonder if that'll show in the feed when it's off.
Good evening and welcome
Spice
to
it up with some audience responses, Alex.
Spice it.
I'm Megan and I'm joined as always by the inimitable Robin and Patrick. How are we?
Well, we have got so much going on tonight. I'm excited.
I'd say I'm about a 12, Megan, on the excitement scale. Yeah, exactly. We have got so
That was a long boo.
Stuff coming up. We
Boo.
Celebrity chef Jordan Brankley.
The audience is responding to it.
We'll be announcing the winners of our big competition.
I wish I had free reign over this the entire time. Honestly, if
I
I'm
wish I
allowed to
had-
censor things.
I wish I had free will.
How to make your own Leaders' Day gifts. We've got all of that and so much more tonight on the Nightly Show.
And titles, 30 seconds. Can we get Chef?
Uh-oh, fuck. Boo! Oops.
I mean, yes.
Uh,
A little. Yes.
This one.
There you go. You're good.
It's
Oh,
complicated.
Lord Cheeks. I want a Lord Cheeks in my life.
Right, let's have some applause on the way into the next section.
No.
By Chef Jordan Rankley. But first, we know you love them, so Robin's going to give us an update on our lovely Nightly Show pets in Pet Corner.
Fine, include yourself.
Well,
Megan, first up we have our hamster, Lord.
They love it.
Now, he's a squat winter grey with the scientific name Adipem stultus, and he lives here with us in this cage. Hamsters love eating, and we actually have special
Very well timed.
He loves carrots, apples, and chewing tobacco. Now,
Chewing tobacco?
Little rodents love chaw. It's like their favorite thing.
It's almost as good as cocaine.
True.
Well, the door
Almost.
has been left open. It looks as though Lord Chinks has actually gone for a little wander. But I'm sure he...
Have you checked your pussy?
In the meantime, let's...
How did he ever get there?
Now, after last month's viewer vote, he is now, of course, called Slow Barbara. And don't panic, even though it is December, Babs here doesn't actually hibernate. Let's say hello. Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, Babs.
Woo!
Those are our nightly show pets, Megan, both alive and well. Back to you.
With SFX, less is more. Alex.
Thanks, Mahith.
Less is more? No, shut up. Nobody's penalizing me yet.
More is more.
Just because you're telling me?
You were begging for it before.
You're not the boss of me, besides the fact you are
I'm getting
my
points.
boss.
Thanks for the sub. Can you pronounce it?
Mahith Troll.
Thank you.
Happy to do it.
Don't forget the SFX buttons.
Believe I know Mahith Troll's government name, too. But far be it from me to tell tales out of school on the stream.
Welcome to the Nightly Show kitchen. How does it compare to the kitchens you're used to?
I love the colours. It's vibrant. It's fresh. It's kind of out of the arsehole. Yes?
Sorry?
What? Yes?
Sorry? So, you own 6 restaurants, you've ordered 9 Fallon Masseuse across your career, and you've worked alongside
Has a female magician ever made doves fly out of her pussy? Yes, but only in Thailand.
Are you worried? Worried? Are you fucking worried?
Yes.
Are you fucking worried?
So, what are we making today, Chef?
So, we've got a family over for Leaders' Day. They're hungry. We're going to make them a delicious apple pie.
Ooh, lovely.
I love the audience being on the same page with each other and being very vocal about what they like and don't like. They hate apple pie.
I like an audience of like-minded people. They know what they like, they know what they don't like.
So, your new show, Demon Kitchen Heart Eater, starts on Friday here on Channel 1. So, tell us about that.
So, teams of young chefs come into my kitchen, and one by one I destroy them emotionally. And if there's time, I teach them some basic life skills.
Ugh, apple pies? How American. Yeah, why don't you put a slice of cheddar cheese on it and make it British, you monster.
You'll lose a fucking finger!
Don't worry, I've got spares. Right, so, once we've done
Never eaten an apple pie in my life and said to myself, needs more cheese.
Oh, yeah?
A little bit of Gruyere.
Butter. Okay.
I like Gruyere and I like apple pie. I do not need them together.
What are you doing, you fucking donkey? Are your brains the size of that fucking egg?
Oh my god.
No.
I realize my webcam shouldn't be on in this section because I'm blocking part of the screen.
Idiot.
It's okay.
Shit. Right.
I'm killing it though.
You are killing it.
Flour, okay?
Your finest hour.
Just like that.
I just love having the audience control file. They should have that like for every segment.
Yes.
If there's a new game plus and they just allow me to do that, fuck it, I'm playing the whole game again.
What's that? What is that?
I love doing the audience.
Lumpy? It could fucking pass for a sack of spuds. Touch that. Touch it.
Touch it.
Pathetic. That goes into chill. Now, we're mixing our filling. Now, we're mixing our filling. Apples, sugar, cinnamon.
Night, Angie. Thank you.
So, you own 6 restaurants across 5 territories. Which is your favourite?
Are you mixing that with fucking it? Are you going to light a candle? Take it out to dinner? Fucking mix it for fuck's sake. Right, now we're rolling out 2/3 of our pastry. Now we're rolling out a bit of flour into the dish. The ceiling.
No!
Right.
It's the worst part.
Then we're taking the remaining pastry, rolling that into a round, and that goes on the top.
What's the orange thing?
The orange is the alternate broadcast if I wanted to...
If you want to support the terrorists.
Yeah,
Who
if
are
I
the
wanted to
good
show
guys?
the broadcast of the terrorists that are infiltrating. And it doesn't penalize me for doing it, but I'm being a good boy. I support the government. No matter what.
Oh my god. You, come here. Come here, you. Come here, that's a disgrace. I'd rather jam my eyeballs up my fucking arse than look at that. I'd rather use my tongue to tie my shoes after the fucking shit picking contest, you understand? Picking contest, you understand?
That goes in the oven for 45 minutes.
Oh, put your fucking head in the oven while you're at it. Useless. You, come here, you. You're the worst fucking thing to happen to foods that's cyanide. Do you know that? I tell you what. Fuck off.
Language.
Get the fuck out of here. Fuck off.
Okay, well, while I do that, let's go now to Megan and Robin, who will be announcing the winners of our competition. Visions of the future.
Are you taking the piss now?
That looks delicious. If you want to follow along at home, then make sure you write in with a stamped addressed envelope and we'll send you the fact sheet. So, Robin, look at all these amazing entries to the Vision of the Future competition.
Yes, we challenged you to show us your predictions of the future, and we were just inundated with entries, weren't we, Megan? From wacky inventions to global problem solving, they are all amazing, and we had the best time looking through each one.
So tough narrowing it all down. So we have some amazing runners up. In third place, drum roll please. We have
Tits.
Hamish, who's 3 from Lunwelly. He calls this still life and the future of God. And
I can draw better than that. Although I do think
There's
I see
a kitty.
I think there's a kitty cat in the mix. Way to go, Hamish.
If you look here,
I can't tell.
you see a beautifully rendered, what I thought at first was a smiley.
Yeah.
Where do you think?
Perhaps a cat, but I think if you really look, you see it's actually a representation of the
he's also chosen to just leave a lot of it behind us, which I think is really interesting. If we know Hamish and his work, of course, he loves focusing on the negative space rather than the image itself.
Stunning,
No.
absolutely stunning, and such talent from one so young, Megan. But next up we have our second place entry. So in second, drum roll please, we have Keith, 41 from Dungleys. You are sort of aimless towards our younger viewers, but still, he has sent in his idea of the future, which he's calling Ravaged Earth.
Indeed, he says in his really rather detailed notes, deprived of basic resources, society will resort to a brutal system of weekly battles to the death.
Sounds like libertarian talk.
He also says at the bottom here, either that or about the same. But maybe a bit less.
I really love his attention to detail. You can see the sort of gladiatorial arena, and then what I can only assume
Is that what defines libertarians today?
pulling off
Yeah.
this chap's head and shouting,
Belief in a
to me, Linda.
I think so.
nearer and apocalyptic future.
Yeah, just being like kind of dumb.
They want full Xanarchy.
Yeah. But again, this guy's only dumb by North American
Being
standards.
British.
He's nailing it for Britain. Let's be clear.
Our lucky winner will win the chance to spend the day at the Department of Change to see how our teammates are actually making.
I heard from Tucker Carlson that Canada needs to be liberated.
I heard that. Because we're enslaved currently.
By who?
By Trudeau, because we all had to get the vaccine.
That's right. I knew it was something.
Did we? Or did only truckers have to get the vaccine?
Yeah, but the truckers got super mad.
You've got people with all different flags, people celebrating their religion and their bodies, and there's even
I think it was just we chose to get the vaccine.
Yeah.
that or some overzealous littering. It's hard to tell.
I love these robots having a little bit of a dance, getting involved in the party, aren't they? This one seems to have
I think I'm at 17 vaccines now. I've been getting them like bi-weekly under
Did you
different
try
names.
all the different ones?
I tried all the flavors.
Which one's the best?
Meowderna #1 with a bullet.
Spike Vax. Can't believe they did that. I still can't believe they did that.
The cool rebrands.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I don't know what you did, but it's definitely made things worse down there with
It needs a name other than just the brand.
The company, because people don't
Vax.
don't like the companies anymore. So let's name Meow.
Comernity.
I was trying to remember the other one.
I
I
can't believe
forgot
I
it
pulled
was
both.
like a typo of community. Good stuff.
Spike Vax, Comernity, and what was the third? Did Johnson and Johnson do
I
one?
think they stuck with Johnson and Johnson because they were nailing it. No need for a rebrand. They were
Spike
crushing
Vax is easily the coolest.
Easily the
sounding
coolest.
vaccine.
And also, I like
want
that-
Spike Vax.
Of course you want Spike Vax. And that Meowderna named theirs that after cat penises.
Yeah. We're gonna barb your bloodstream.
Oh, should be so lucky.
We're gonna Barbara Streisand.
Ooh, quite an effect.
Will be thanking their lucky stars for an excuse to stay home. Though, of course, nothing to do with stars. More of a hot air, cold air.
Rename the vaccines to Freedom Fluid.
Next.
Ooh.
See, here's the thing. Not even Trump could sell the vaccines to Republicans. You know? Not
it's a
even
lost
Trump
cause
could do
then.
that.
Could he not?
No,
I mean, he tried
They booed
and,
him.
and they booed him and then just denied that he took it.
Yeah.
No, he didn't take it. He said he did.
Well, he stopped talking about it after that because he gets his feelings hurt very easily.
yeah.
He's like, I'm not gonna stay true to myself and brag about my accomplishment that I'm saying that I was bragging about.
Yeah.
I've learned very quickly that my base doesn't like it, so I'm just gonna be a little bitch.
I'm just not gonna say anything that
Yeah.
my base doesn't like.
Audience capture is
I mean,
what
that's
it's
how to do
called.
it. I never say anything that my audience doesn't like.
We're going in 5, 4,
I'm doing great.
3.
I'm gonna be the next president.
Ha 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 ha.
Welcome back to the nightly show. I'm sorry, we were just saying.
Scoot sells something called Freedom Fluid, doesn't he?
Well, here it is, fresh out the oven.
I'm just gonna barrage them with booze until there's a dude on the screen.
Let's just say that pie's got more crust than my grandmother's arsehole.
Well, thank you for that. Well, come on, try it. Dig in. Hey.
I like the women who on dating apps put that the guy has to be unvaccinated because she wants to have pure blood babies.
Get ready for that next feature.
That's my kind of gal.
Keep her.
Keep her
Every night
in a locked room.
truth with our celebrity guests. But I know what you're thinking. Megan, we've only got one celeb guest. Well observed, viewers, well observed. Well then, I better bring her out. Should I? The surprise
Yeah, it's a real
guest.
thing,
What do you
Dredgers.
think? Here she is, best-selling author, lawyer, and thinker. I mean, she's
How's the Negroni?
It's really nice.
Good, thank you.
The grapefruit works.
I think it does.
It absolutely works.
It was still good. He's telling me it's too much audience, but as long as I'm not getting penalized, I don't care.
Then there's no such thing as
As
too
long
much
as I
audience.
survive to the next round.
With SFX, less is more.
Shut up! You're stupid. Show a dude on the screen. Wheel of Truth. Is that Elon Musk's new chatbot?
right, Robin.
Ooh.
They're gonna spin the wheel to pick around, and it
Truth AI or whatever he's calling it.
flies to spin my face. They really have.
It's like Truth Social, you know? You don't like what one website says, and you're like, well, I'm just gonna make the same thing, but it's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the website where you can say whatever you want, unless it's left wing. Then you get immediately banned.
Okay, it's fact or fake. Jordan, is it
What dating apps am I using? None.
takeaway for a dinner party and half
A friend showed me his.
Nambla.
I don't know if that's a dating app per se. It's just like it's more of an organization.
I'll trust your word on this.
You should. I know.
No!
So don't judge me, okay? What I do is
I can keep booing.
lose my job over this. We're not friends here, come on. Okay. So I only have one bra, okay? And so one day a week I wash it. And on that
Is she the prime minister?
I don't know. She looks like a similar.
She
Or
is
just-
the prime minister, but is she actually the prime minister?
Is this character the prime minister? Maybe it's not.
Patrick, is all this talk of bras embarrassing you? I mean, I'm not blushing. Come on then, you.
Is Patrick a girl?
Yes?
This is the
At least
a
played
wild
by a girl.
section. I have no idea what's
There's
going on.
lots going on.
Look,
Lot of
if
ins
Tilda
and outs.
Swinton can play a dude, all bets are off.
True. Tilda Swinton, the most feminine person in the world. How could, if she could play a dude?
There's no.
If
telling.
Elliot Page can play a woman
Now that's range.
and be a pregnant woman.
Oh my god. How did Elliot not win every Oscar for that? How did Elliot not win Best Actor for Juno?
Was that Judd Apatow's last movie that you liked?
That
Little
was
Elliot.
Jason Reitman's last movie I liked.
Yeah, that was
They're
not
the
Judd
same
Apatow.
person, aren't they?
Do you?
Basically.
Do you every
Say it.
mediocre comedy is Judd Apatow to Shea. You've got comedy director blindness like Gael has white woman blindness.
Yeah.
Well, there is a whole class of movies that I do think are Judd Apatow, and it's basically all
It's a
comedy
it's a
movies.
genre.
No, it's for sure a
Judd
genre.
Apatow is a genre.
2000, 2015.
There's the one that you think is a Judd Apatow movie that's actually a Kevin Smith movie. Zack and Miri made a porno?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kenny Hutz.
That reads completely like an Apatow movie, but it's Kevin Smith, which is weird.
He was trying something new, and he should have stuck there because he made a lot of very bad
Because
movies.
everything after
That
it was
might
much,
be-
much worse.
That might be his last acceptable
Okay
film.
movie? Yeah.
Did he make?
Like-
was not Tusk after that?
I think
Tusk was
Tusk
after
was
that.
short. Sometime shortly after that.
It was after.
Yoga hosers. like,
Moose Knuckles? That can't be what it's called. Or is
horse
it?
apples.
I don't think it's called Horse Apples.
Was Tusk the? No, I'm thinking of a different one.
What could you possibly be confusing Tusk with? I am fascinated now.
Horns?
That's a different part of the face. Tusk is in the mouth. Horns on the head.
Now I'm thinking about Red Dawn.
Here's
The
okay.
remake with.
I will explain how Shea got to where he was. He was thinking of Tusk, which is by Kevin Smith, which made him think of Red State, which is by Kevin Smith.
Red State. There
Which
we go.
made him
Yeah,
think
that's
of
how I
Red
get
Dawn, which contains the word red. Is that how we got here?
Yeah, that
Yes.
is. You tracked it.
I know you.
Thank you.
I didn't know how I got there.
Thank you for telling me how my brain works.
Red State is one of those movies where it's just there's a horror movie every year that just fucking normies will act like is a masterpiece, and then no one talks about it the year after. And Red State is one of them. Just like, oh yeah, it's a masterpiece, and then just everybody forgets about it. I'm like, did you even really like the movie, or you just you wanted a horror movie? You just wanted something critical of religion, and you satisfied that itch, or what? How is it a masterpiece? What the fuck?
I didn't even know Red State was a horror movie. I haven't
Oh, you
seen
didn't?
it. No.
You haven't seen
Oh,
it?
I watched it. It's bad.
I thought it was all right. I thought it was fine.
It was below fine for me, but not the worst.
Below.
It wasn't Tusk level.
It was better than everything
It
he
was
made
better
after.
than the old Evil Dead. I think it was even better than the new Evil Dead.
No, not
Do
at
you
all.
think this Evil Dead was better than Red
Yes,
State?
yes, I do, definitively.
He just thinks that
No
because it has a
questions
trans
asked.
actor in it.
Because what?
What?
By Julia, come on over here.
In Evil Dead or Red State?
Evil Dead.
To be honest,
I believe. I
What'd you
seen it.
say?
I said you just think that because there's a trans actor in it.
Oh.
Is there?
I didn't even notice.
I didn't know.
I mean, it was pretty obvious. But
That were two interesting back-to-back statements.
I was like, you're either trans or non-binary.
Quote Adam. I mean, it was pretty obvious. 2023.
I've got the Dar. I'm a Dar man.
You know what? I'm also a Dar man. I have exceptional Dar.
I can't call it gay Dar because that's not what it is.
I also have that, but I have all of the possible Dars.
Yeah, we're Dar men.
We are Dar men by Alex Garland.
So you're just judgmental?
But
We
accurate.
know-
It's fine to judge if you're right. If you're right every time, it's not even being judgmental.
I do think that I have a special kind of like I think that you have a bit of an awareness for like who might be trans.
I don't think I've ever been wrong.
But do you think it's
But
like,
you wouldn't know if
it's
someone's like
innate?
super passable, you wouldn't know is the problem. Which
Is
is
it
why
a
people
visible
demonize
thing?
trans people and think
It's a
that every
visible
Can
thing.
you
which is why
label
the Republican
rules?
version of trans people is just always non-passing.
Or do you think it's from data-driven experience? Is it machine learning based?
Oh,
I think that I have some strong guesses about people, but since they're passing and nobody else has those guesses,
You're
I
not
feel
allowed
like
to
it
say
would be
them.
inappropriate
Yeah.
to say that.
That's
Because
fair.
then otherwise other people might go like, oh yeah, you're right, they do look kind of trans. And
Yeah.
then that like just might be like a bad thing to
well,
say.
welcome to my world. We should just say it to each other quietly.
Okay, I'll give you my my lock of the week later off stream
Nice.
for who is trans.
There's a
It's
one.
someone we've both seen.
There's a 1 in 1 chance I will already know and agree with this.
Oh, you have a lock in your mind right now?
No, but whoever it is,
Okay.
I will. If it's someone,
I don't think so.
if it's someone I know or know of, I will.
I think I got a pretty good lock.
I will
You
already
bel-
know.
you-
But
you
I'm
believe
excited
it.
about the lock. I'm very excited.
Do you think most people that you know are trans? Or
Yes, like 70,
75%?
Yeah.
Just closeted, right?
Yeah.
It's the stigma.
It's the stigma.
All right, so here's step one. Most furries are trans.
Yes. Most furries will eventually be trans in their lifetime. If you're not now, you will be.
Are you still trans if you trans back? You're double trans.
I think you're double trans.
You're a Backstreet Girl.
I did not know that was the technical term.
Is that regardless of the gender that you end up on?
Yes.
You're
Yes.
definitely a Backstreet Girl?
Yes. Yeah, either way. MTF, FTM and back, or the other way. Like, you're a Backstreet Girl.
I'm gonna stick it down there. A little bit of sticky tape. Oh, my felt's going everywhere. There we go. Oh,
Kev, you asked me a question a while ago. I haven't officially done anything on the leftovers on the pod, but I'm sure we've mentioned it in passing on how it's the reverse Lost in that it's good.
On the pod.
On the pod.
On the pod.
The news.
The news.
Sorry, the leftovers is better than Lost?
Yes.
I haven't seen either, and I know that that's a fact. Like,
I watched a good chunk of season 1 of the leftovers, and
Yeah.
I couldn't keep on going with that.
oh yeah.
I hated my life for the
Really?
entire
You hated The
duration
Leftovers?
of watching Lost.
Oh,
But
okay.
I watched it all in 3 weeks.
Nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
down there. Or even the retro red. I've got Sheila Quickstep in.
Scoot, link the pod. I will. Here's my YouTube. The pod is on my YouTube. We did it.
Is the pod on other platforms?
The pod is on other platforms. We're talking Apple Podcasts. We're talking Spotify. We're talking Google Podcasts. And we're not talking Amazon Podcasts because they won't allow it.
And just finding that
Too
sweet
epic,
spot.
they said.
Amazon did say it was too epic.
Okay for most places.
Yeah.
Our favorite Twitch chatter, literally the owner of Twitch, said it was too epic for Amazon Podcasts.
I heard that.
Mr. Bezos?
Mr. Bezos.
PG-13.
Possibly. The back. It's not very reassuring. I know.
I have watched Barry. Crickets Are Friendly, and it's really good. I haven't started.
You've
season
watched
4
what?
yet. Barry.
Are you sure it's not Burry?
Oh, you know what? It is Burry. I've watched the first 3 seasons of HBO's Burry. And
It's when you're cold.
Yeah.
See, this is exactly why it should be
Exactly!
buried, right? Like, I mean,
I've
there's
made a compelling
already
case to Shea, and I'm
that's
so
buried.
glad
Guys!
I've converted one person.
Homophones exist,
I've
to be
converted
fair,
and you're
two-thirds of
going
this
to
room.
have to deal with
You
it.
are in
be
the
fair, I
minority
was
of this
always
room.
on Burry's
Sometimes
side.
2 words sound the same. I'm
There was
sorry.
already there was like a clip or something of the Barry Gate already. We need an update. Because now I've started a cult, which is I think okay.
Which I think is okay.
Like historically, there's nothing that's been ever wrong with cults. So
I mean,
think we're
I think
good.
cults are okay.
The Branch
Yeah.
Davidians
Depends on the
were
cult.
honestly pretty sick right until the end.
It's bad.
See
Yeah.
also
So I-
Jonestown.
So much more than
All
we were
right.
expecting. And
We're the Burry Bros,
I hate it.
it's like someone experienced it.
the Burry Boys, the Burry Street Boys.
Christianity's a cult, so
True.
About you.
Slay.
I like it when Shea slays.
Yeah.
I've learned to take it all with a pinch of salt. Of course, Mum. Thank you, sir. That sounded deeply worrying. Oh, you eased to it. I have. It is our duty.
Man,
Have you ever-
some people on the Sardonicast episode where I said that a lot of people like Prince of Egypt
Going in 10 seconds.
because it's a religious movie.
Ah,
People got really
nice.
mad.
I thought you were just gonna leave it as a lot of people like Prince of Egypt, and I was
The
gonna be
end,
like,
I'm like,
no,
okay.
that's not
That's not
true.
true.
That's not true.
It's time to get a little
Also,
Can't believe that.
no, that's factually incorrect. Also, when you said the Prince of Egypt, the first thing that came to my mind was the Emperor's New Groove, and then I had to.
A better dream? Wait, that's
I had
Disney.
to
It's not even
readjust.
DreamWorks. That's like if Disney tried to imitate DreamWorks. Actually,
Yeah.
is the Emperor's New Groove? That's an interesting movie.
It's got Llama TF. That's something.
We do apologise to our viewers at home for this unexpected interruption.
I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Understood. Everyone, please remain calm. How can I help? Can you clear everyone out of the area? Everyone.
They're loving it now.
Studio doors, yep, that's right, just behind the camera studio doors. Yep, that's right.
Is that Colin with the headphones in? Hey, mate, can you lock the doors? Can you not hear me?
Colin!
What was their songs? I've never seen it. 'cause
Am I
it's
allowed to
it's
call
for
this
babies.
Lynchian?
I'll wait for
Trick
it.
question. I'm always
Wait.
allowed to call it
Yeah,
Lynchian.
I'll allow it. These fucking left-wing terrorists, a bunch of anti-fuzz.
Are we still live? Are we still live? Good. Good. It's time for some real.
Aw.
You, mic me up. You.
Thank you, Shibby.
Hi, just
Hey, Shibby.
It's working. Good. Over there, on your knees. Now. Over there, on your knees. Next to him. Move! You, next to him.
Oops.
Not the worst one I've
Do you think Antifa is adequately specific?
Don't flatter yourself.
Just the FA. It could just be so many things.
I'm
Doesn't
more
have to
pro
be
ramen than
fascist.
Antifa.
I thought, I was actually wrong about the FA for a while. I thought they were
For affinity?
homophobes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my first thought. Is just the. Yeah,
Or God forbid, anti-fur affinity, which is not my kind of guy. The other one, maybe.
You're watching this in your vans, planning your counterattack. Please counterattack. Try and control yourself. Try and control yourself.
Are these disruptors?
These are disruptors.
Talk about this.
Oh, we will. I have a lot of questions.
There's no need for anyone to get hurt. There's no need for
Where was that attitude during the uprising? You know, the night your thugs killed my friends.
There are innocent people here.
Says the woman who killed 14 million of them. No, I don't feel any great need to answer to you.
14 million people died in the uprising.
I don't take orders.
That seems like too many.
You move when I tell you.
More like 150,000.
Give me that.
Don't do it. You're not an executioner.
What am I then, eh? You tell me, Megan Wolf. What the fuck am I?
Language.
Man, he's waiting over his head.
I'm censoring the language while we're about to show an execution.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, show the execution by all means. It's really cool when someone gets shot on TV.
It's news, you know? It's
Or shoots
news.
themselves. Shout out to the king, our Bud Dwyer. Best on-air suicide.
Stop laughing. It's not funny.
It's not funny.
I watched that again a couple weeks ago. It's still good.
I mean, it's kind of perfect.
It's one of the best moments of television.
It is one of the best moments of television, legit. Stop laughing. It's not funny.
Oh, you know what's amazing?
What?
You go on the comments for that video, every single upvoted comment was like...
The N-word?
Was like, wow, Jerry's the best friend. He stuck up for his friend even when it wasn't popular. And that's the takeaway.
Yep.
That's the takeaway. It was like, Jerry's the best. I love Jerry Seinfeld because he stuck up for Michael Richards when he had the most racist moment of any comedy set of all time, where it was no longer jokes and he was just shouting the N-word at a random person in the crowd.
And I don't
He's like,
even-
I'm so glad for Jerry sticking up for his friend when it wasn't popular.
And I don't even care he fucked that kid. Jerry, number one.
I'm sure all those commenters would feel the same way if it was another political leaning.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
That seems inconsistent, though. Why would they be like that?
Well, it do be like that.
It do be like that. This bitch could stand to wash her hair.
The Prime Minister? It turns out it was the Prime Minister,
It was the Prime Minister. Acting a fool.
Into power. Everything was broken. The system worked for so few that the system was hung out.
She's spending a lot of time on, like, morning TV, I presume.
Yeah.
But you never saw that, Mr. James, because you were doing just fine. Thank you very much.
I did see that movie, Night of the World, and I didn't know the story, so it was very shocking at the end.
Okay, hold the... Okay.
I will hold it.
We're playing fair gets the people at the bottom. We're playing fair fucking nowhere.
There's something that's a spoiler, but I can't say why I think it's a spoiler, but I'm just going to say it to the person who knows that it's a spoiler. You shouldn't say that. There's something, but I'm not going to go into detail.
Fair.
You shouldn't be saying that in chat.
Yeah, that's the problem with certain movies. Really, any discussion about them leads to major spoilers.
You should have found another way.
There was no other way.
Is that how Peter Clement saw it?
Don't look into it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't look into it.
Don't look into it and just see the movie.
I loved him more than I have ever loved anyone.
I'm sure there's a documentary.
Don't think
on
it, don't say it.
It's the Bye Bye Man of movies.
Oh my god.
Which I guess is also the Bye Bye
Fuck.
Man because it's
Shit.
a movie.
Fuck.
Shit. Fuck.
I am like... So you know how there's always a song playing in my head?
Yes. Soundtrack.
We listened to like half a song on the radio in Alberta. That was the most annoying fucking song I'd ever heard in my entire life.
Nice.
And it's like somehow it's like still there,
It's
and
in there?
I'm like consciously pushing it back.
Get out of here.
And I almost remembered it for a second, and I'm just trying. I know that if I remember it now,
Why don't you tell
then
me
it's
more?
it's gonna elongate the amount of time that it's in my brain.
Why don't you
So
tell
I
me
can't
more
just-
about it?
No, I can't. I'm like just trying
Is
to get.
there like a tune?
Friday. See, this is better. I like that song. You gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
What about that clapping
Weekend,
game
Friday,
thing?
Friday. Oh, that's Stella Ella Ola. See, that's fine. And when I heard about that, I was actually doing another battle in my head because remembering that reminded me of that song I heard in Alberta too. And so I was literally I didn't explain it, but that was happening then too. That's how pervasive my autism is.
Your being
My special brand of
being
my brain.
in your head sounds exhausting.
It is.
Yeah.
I have so many intrusive thoughts. I walk past a woman in a stroller. I'm
I
like,
could kill her.
I could kick that baby right now.
I know.
I could jump onto those train tracks.
I do get those sometimes.
Yeah.
Those are fun. I rarely.
I could grab the steering wheel right now.
Rarely do I act on it. Most times I don't act on it.
Get me the monitor. Show me what's going out. The monitor.
Apparently it's too dangerous to send in.
You should finish listening to the song. The closure will help you forget the
Fuck.
song.
Okay, wait. Hold on. Sorry. I'm trying to get...
Adam's
Adam's
having a brain moment.
Friday. Legit. I have to not have this happen.
Just just a little bit as a treat.
It sucks. Trains? I'll think about trains.
Like, tell it.
Suppression is better than closure.
Think about trains. Here, sing.
I have such a good musical memory that even in a year, even if I haven't thought about it in a
still
year,
be there.
I'm still at risk.
It's still.
That's why I literally have to repress it.
Highly at risk.
I literally have to repress it. I'm like,
tell me the song and then I'll.
No,
I'll take
no,
it on.
I hate it. Fuck.
I'll
no.
take it on
We're
for
on a different
you.
subject. We're on a different subject.
If you say it out loud,
trains,
take the power away from it by giving it words.
Trains, everybody, trains.
I don't think that's the song.
No, fuck, shit. I'm trying to.
Is it Black Eyed Peas?
Well,
Is
let's
it
get
Where
it
Is the
started.
Love
The
by
original
Black
version
Eyed
of Let's
Peas?
Get It Started
That's
was
a
a
good
pretty
song.
fucking good song.
I agree.
Ding, ding, ding,
Ding,
ding,
ding,
ding.
ding, ding.
Which Black Eyed Peas song isn't a good song? Though?
All right. I've come to the conclusion that there's a separate being living inside my head that's me.
Oh. Go on.
So you've like there is it like Jungian psychology, or is that something different? There's a certain philosophical viewpoint of like there being another self inside you.
Oh, I don't think it's Jungian. I mean, it's a little bit
Oldian.
Freudian with your id, ego, superego situation.
Yeah. But I've come to the conclusion recently
That there's a small
I feel like there's just a little person
who is you, but
inside my brain.
but is actively
But it's actually
actively
horse.
working against you.
It's a horse,
and it's a
though.
horse.
It's also a horse.
Yes, it's you. It's a horse, and
Yeah.
it's not on your side.
There is one horse inside
It
you.
is. You are
Mr.
gay.
Haynes.
Inside of you, there are two wolves. Stop having sex with wolves.
Mom.
Mom.
Legit though, like psychologically, it feels that way, where I have to kind of like do my best to appease this emotional
This
part of my
monster.
brain that's too dumb to understand anything logically because they're a horse.
Sure.
And I gotta go like, yo, calm down.
Easy, brain horse.
Are they a horse though?
Yes.
You're for sure that they're definitely a
For
horse.
sure a
Yes.
horse.
I thought about it all last night for 10 hours.
That's true. Like he's had time.
But
to think
is
about
it like is it an English speaking horse though? Like,
No,
does it still...
it's like an actual horse.
Oh, just a horse. I thought it was like
it's
you
fucking
horse.
dumb. And I have to like
tell you what to do.
It's dumb, but it feels emotions, and I have to like be aware of that. You know.
It's an emotional, stupid horse.
You know I can't let you.
I can see that.
Stephen James, you are formally requested for dialogue. Under Section 12 of the Mental Health and Antisocial Activity Act, if you refuse to collaborate, I am clinically empowered to intervene.
Did I eat weed today? No, I think about things normal.
Yeah.
All the time.
Well, normal's an interesting adjective for it, but yeah. There is a lot of thinking. Especially now that sleep is off the table.
Look,
and
I've
you've
done
got
a
like
lot
an
of drugs
extra
in my lifetime.
extra 8 hours a night.
I think very philosophically sometimes, and I think that there's room for things that, although in a literal sense you cannot say that that is like objectively a true statement, but I think that you can say things in a way where, oops, boo, where they can be simultaneously true and not true at the same time. Does that make sense?
Schrodinger.
I found myself benefiting a lot in terms of my own understanding of the world by recognizing that at least.
Is anyone else injured?
One day I'm going to go on a 10-hour rant on my YouTube channel and everybody's going to think I'm fucking insane. But it's going to make sense to one person.
Is it you?
Named Charlie Kaufman. And I'm going to mail it directly to him. And he won't think I'm a psycho.
No, he'll think you're chill.
He'll be like, yeah, I get it. I was actually communicating to you through my film.
Yeah.
Only
Nope.
you, actually.
You great. You broke the game, Adam.
I won the game, but
Final
we're gonna see what was actually
disruption?
happening in the replay. Credits.
NFB, not for broadcast.
No fat bitches.
Woo! Can't wait to see what happened that entire last level. when
Designed
we
by
actually
Andy
left.
Murray, the world-ranked tennis player.
He's multi-talented.
He's good. He won Wimbledon, I think.
I think he did win Wimbledon. That's a
Hated in
big
the
deal.
nation.
Why is every song in this game a fucking banger?
I know, it's great. I forgot his name was Jesus.
Never too smart, never too tardy, sparkling wit and a laugh so hearty, and they want
These guys should just make an album.
It was great. But I still want to rewatch that last part just to know what was actually happening. Elden Ring now? No. Elden Ring is going to be an Atlanta setup exclusive.
Quiet time.
So I don't have to bring another computer from downstairs up here every time I play it.
It's a 2-comp job?
Yeah, because I decided to play it on PC. It just runs a lot better, but I wouldn't want to stream it and from the same PC I'm playing it from.
Gotcha.
I'll be back in Atlanta in 2.5 weeks or something. We'll have 3 Sundays here, including this one, and then I'll be in Atlanta for 3 Sundays, I think. Although, the first 2 Sundays I'm in Atlanta, I'm not going to be able to stream on those Sundays.
Oh.
Because FWA and then my brother's fucking bachelor party.
Yeah.
Alright.
Guys, don't let the lack of Sunday streams stop you from sending me money. Because I need that money.
I skipped it.
Thanks, Karas.
Ah!
This is Megan Wolf broadcasting across
Take
the
your top off.
frequencies. Clashes worsened today as violence between the North Capital Commune and the Riverside camp raged into the night yet again. The power has been out in most of the city for over 3 weeks at this time. I'd caution anyone who is still receiving this broadcast to avoid Trawler Street, where a violent group have taken over the former CCO headquarters and are said to be extremely hostile to outsiders. Meanwhile, the refugee encampments surrounding the ports have steadily grown in size as the ongoing fuel shortage continues to prevent ships from departing.
I got the worst ending? Good.
How? You were perfect.
I censored everything the government told me to. I don't know how that could lead me to a bad ending.
Right.
I did
Ooh,
exactly what they said.
I was doing exactly what I was told.
I did a chaos
I
raid.
was a good boy.
Come on.
I was
Wait,
obedient.
Do you have to play this 14 more times to get all the things? That seems like a lot.
Or you could discover YouTube.
What?
What's that? All right, I'm going to be back in 1 second. Do we want to do a food order while we're doing the rest of this before the other game?
Yes.
Your call.
Well, I've eaten no food today, so I could eat food today.
Okay, let's figure that out. All right, be right back.